City. All right, welcome back to the To Be Fair Show. I am your host, Johnny P.
Over here, real.
It's Q.
And we back. Before we get started, we want to tell everybody tap in with us on all social media at the To Be Fair Show. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Hit the like button, subscribe. Catch us here every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We got a good one rolled up. I heard somebody got some smoke for me over there.
Well, I guess first let's start. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
We had a substitute teacher in last
I was
week.
busy doing man work.
You was working.
Man work.
Was it hard work?
Hard work.
Oh,
that's interesting.
Hard work. Yeah. And I'm glad you brought up hard
labor.
work. By the way, my man Johnny, I don't know the tone. Did you watch? You didn't watch Unpacked?
I didn't get to see it. No.
Okay, my man Johnny.
We starting off hot today.
Yeah, he talked about.
Man, waited 2 weeks for this.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it for 2 weeks too. You on there? You said I quit my last job because it was hard.
I said in the context of what? Like,
Y'all were talking about the idea that some people working hard and the amount of money that they get paid is relative to how hard they work.
And then I use Jeremy as an example. I think that's what he's talking about. I said we know somebody that chose to leave a higher paying job to do work that he felt was more valuable.
And you said it's because it was easier, because the job was harder. The one that I was leaving was harder, so I went to go doing easier work.
Your specific job.
Yes. So
I'm
gonna have to learn you a thing about me, nigga. I'm a dragon slayer out here, bro.
Dragon slayer. Talk to him. What do you mean by that,
bro? When I was at that job at the bank, nigga, I was in there training to help train the training class for the job.
Okay,
like that.
So it wasn't hard work. You didn't have to learn, and like you didn't have to learn a skill to get to that place at that job. That wasn't hard. You probably put in a lot of time and effort to get there to train niggas.
No, but see that you're kind of moving to go. I appreciate what you're doing, but you're trying to pat me. I appreciate what you're doing. You're trying to pat me on the back. You know what I mean? To calm it down.
Yeah, this is a good one. I see what's happening here.
But yeah, no, but for real. And then I also wanted to talk about just real quick, if y'all don't mind. Talking about, they said that on Unpacked, they were saying that like Q was asking the question: would you give up 50% of your wages to raise the basement of all people in the United States? Yeah. So pretty much everybody would have health care, a place to live, food.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that was it, right?
That was it.
And I think they eventually said like some child care or something like that.
Oh yeah, and child care. So you said you wouldn't give up 50%, right? To for all people. Then turned around and was trying to figure out whether you would give up 65% to specifically black people.
And he still couldn't do that though.
So tell me how much sense that makes, Johnny.
What? I just don't want to. No, it make a lot of sense to me. Like, tell me how it don't.
No, what I'm saying
like,
is that,
tell me
so
like
if you were not going to do it for everyone at 50%. But then you're on the ropes and thinking about it at 65% for just black people.
I ultimately chose not to. Also.
My thing is like you're
ultimately
trying your best to be racist for no reason. Black people are a part of everybody,
right? And that's why I said no to both of them. Like you act like I chose one. Like I'm out on either one.
All right, bro.
Like I stayed on both sides. I considered it for black people.
Let's move on.
I give black people extra
I'll
thought.
say two things from what you just said. One. Shout out to G. One thing you'll learn about people is that niggas don't care about nothing until it concerns them. I guarantee you go back a year ago, G wouldn't have cared about that child care. That boy popped that baby out. Also, child care.
Where you get this?
Like, oh, this is a new one. I ain't never heard a nigga bring up child care. And damn, what was it? What did you just attack Johnny over? What did you just say?
He called me racist or something.
Oh yeah. I just want to drive back home. Like you can tell niggas that grew up as only childs. Them motherfuckers are not trying to help nobody out. They don't want to share their toys.
But that's
they ain't willing to raise the ceiling for the basement for nobody. It's just like, get it how you live.
Yeah,
even if the system fucks all of us up, get it how you live.
That's why I wanted to make sure I had another baby. I didn't want Nana to be the only child, because that only child syndrome is some different kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's some different kind of shit. Them people, boy, there's a different level of selfishness that comes with that.
You don't care, right?
I mean, I've thought about it since then. I would have asked a lot of people. It's not a lot of people that's going, and I don't think it's necessarily a selfish thing. I mean, it is a little bit of selfishness. I ain't gonna dodge that.
Because think about it.
I ain't gonna dodge that, but it's also a little bit of like jadedness too. Where like I understand like
what.
Like there's certain motivation when like you can get in. I feel like just like I'm against a UBI also for like those same reasons.
Why are you against UBI?
Because like I think
niggas,
I'm just being
they just be trying to
I just also
regurgitate talking points with no like rational reason.
I just think
so if
there's a motivation that you have to have, and I think like
so Johnny, what is the reason for
not
UBI?
being able to eat? Like that makes people work. Like the fact that you could starve makes a lot of people, it motivates a lot of people.
But you also understand that when there's a like you start losing jobs in general, so then there's going to be a bigger surplus of people that won't be able to eat. That like the government probably should do something to make so that it supplements to where people live at least a basis or homeostasis. And that's what the UBI is supposed to be for. It's for a loss of jobs and then supplementing that loss of wages. Not just for people just to get
well, no, I mean, I'm also not for the loss of jobs. Nothing like a part of it. I think that would solve a lot of that. But if the jobs are getting lost, regardless,
I'm like, what is it? Yes, lose jobs.
I ain't for racism, but that don't mean that racists don't still exist.
I mean, all right, but I'm just like the UBI. It may be depending on like how it break down with taxes and like overcharge and stuff. But the 50%, and so I just understand that there's a lot of people, even with like healthcare in Canada, a lot of them don't even like their healthcare. Like even the VA, like there is like when stuff is subsidized like that, the quality of it goes down too. And it's been in a lot of places too.
But it's also weird when shit is exploited, people die. Like, so if you can't pay your healthcare premiums or your shit, then double, triple, like you die.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Yeah. I mean, but like, no, I get.
Niggas be so. All right.
This just how I feel. 50%. Like I said, if it was 30%, I'd probably go.
But think about that.
40, but I'm saying 50.
But you know, it's not like 50%.
But like that's a lot of my income to give up, and like that's what I'm stuck.
But just
like
think about this.
50%. That's a big number.
But just think about this. Just think about this. Whether it was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, if everybody's getting taxed that amount.
Exactly. That changes.
Like your amount of working capital doesn't really change. If you still have that good job, you still make this much more than you still make that percentage more than those people. And those wages and things. And matter of fact, even inside giving up 50% of your taxes, we're not saying and then give them money. We're saying give them these like life like the basic life amenities of just having a roof, of having food, of
I get that. I mean, I get that, but
having like healthcare.
Also, like y'all got to the hard work. I worked too hard for my money. That was the sentiment that was coming, and that's how y'all got to the hard work.
That is how we got there. And then niggas don't be working hard; they just be sitting behind.
But
I agree.
But a lot of that is hard work, though.
Johnny,
like just because something's not physical labor. Yes, I come home, I'm mentally exhausted. You like that? Like
exhausted from what? Telling lies.
Man, you ever told some good lies? You ever told some good lies? That shit hard as hell. Shit hard as hell to keep a good lie. Like that shit hard as hell. That shit the good one. That shit a good one. I'm just saying, but like work is like.
Oh, so wait a minute. You're saying the physical jobs aren't hard, basically?
I'm saying they're hard, but like a mentally a taxing job is way more stressful. That's like that'd be worse for you, way harder.
This is the
like thing. Doctor, like being a doctor, like being a doctor and doing surgery on somebody.
What was this? Are you comparing these things from experience?
I've worked this city. I've done lawn care and like outside in the summer in the hot. Like
you did lawn care. Ain't talking about when you was a kid. Like when you.
This was in college. It was in college.
Okay, you did lawn care.
Like like working like out there, I still think selling cars is harder.
Oh man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Like, especially to be good at something like that, it's way harder than to go out and cutting grass. Yeah, I was tired,
bro, but all you got to do is memorize the mix.
Bro, it's so easy. It's so easy to cut grass. There might be a lot of grass that's tough, but to like figure out something, it's way harder.
Figure out what, Johnny? How to tell
how to be good at your job, how to be good at selling cars, how to be good at working at the bank,
bro.
That's hard work, bro.
That's hard working, bro. Cars sell themselves, bro. If you a person as first, let me talk.
This is also true.
Let me talk to y'all for a second. If you are if 30 years or above, and you're going to car lots without pre-approvals, not knowing which car you're going to get, what the fuck are you doing with yourself, bro? There's no way.
At least just did some online shopping.
There's no way that you should go to a car lot and not know what car you're looking at and what the price of the car is.
This nigga dirty macking, bro.
Makes no sense. Letting these car salesmen tell you, if you get it, you qualify, so we can get you a $500 car payment. And then what they do is that but you can't get the one that you want. So you just pay for it for a year, and that'll boost your credit high enough for you to get the one that you actually want next year, which is a fucking lie, bro. Because you're gonna be upside down.
But listen, the thing is, like when Johnny run that play, he bent over and be like,
right, weird time, exhausted from telling that damn lie.
Go ahead, Johnny.
All I'm saying is I've had physical labor jobs, and I've had jobs where,
and you work harder now.
I feel like it's a harder job, bro. Yes,
man, the mechanics at your damn job work harder than you, bro.
I'm done talking.
Stop. We gotta stop this.
Okay,
I'm an advocate for niggas
physical labor is hard. Like I'm not saying like there is a value in physical labor, but the person who puts in the intellectual property and who works hard, that's way more valuable in our society, and it's harder to come up with.
But value is different.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, and that's what I also do advocate for, like, hey, go get you like a job that's valued, and it could be a soft whatever. Cool. I think that's cool. But I think that there's a difference when we start talking about like who works the hardest. I think that's when we start getting into like the lie lane, where I think a lot of people get like degrees, and we do a lot of things to where we get like soft, cushiony jobs. And I think that that's different than just saying I work hard every day. You went to school for a long time, so you got something easier.
But I think with a lot of these jobs, especially like these high-paying jobs, there's a lot of competitiveness. It's a lot of like cutthroat. It's hard to keep those jobs. Like, you have to work hard and be really good at it. Like to work for Google, you fuck up one thing and you're gone.
That's not true.
A lot of these places are cut.
Code get fucked up all the time.
But a lot of these people get fired a lot of time and replaced in a lot of these companies. Like some of the hiring practices, some of these places are super hard. They're competitive jobs.
You're not talking about you're not getting fired off.
Google is competitive, but he ain't lying about that.
Maybe not one mistake, but I'm saying it's a hard competitive job. There's somebody waiting to take your spot.
Google is competitive in the sense that there's a bunch of applicants for it, and like the barrier to entry to it is high. But like you're not any tech job, you're gonna make a bunch of fuck ups. Mm-hmm. You're gonna crash some shit. You're gonna fuck up some shit. These are the things. But the biggest thing with like Google and I forget the name of what like Apple, Google, like all these places,
Silicon Valley.
Really, what they do, they just grab talent and hold them. These niggas be working on dummy projects that don't even really fucking matter. Like they're just trying to grab the talent
about that too,
and hoard the talent,
so they don't go. I've heard about that too.
You can fuck up a dummy project all day.
I mean, if you look at it like that, but I mean, because that's a totally different game. Because they are just
But these niggas getting paid a lot to do a bunch of nothing. Like I know, like
most of the people
I throw myself under the bus all the time. Like I think that I've worked hard jobs and I've worked like mentally hard or tough or things that pay me a lot more. And the hard jobs are things that I would much rather not be doing, and they're harder. It just is what it is.
I don't even know. It's funny. Like I choose with niggas' manhood when you say that you don't work hard. Start like you're cheeking away like somebody's their testosterone levels are going down or something over this motherfucker. No, Johnny, you start feeling like real soft when you say you do a.
Not at all, bro. I don't think you trying to make it.
Do is just
like trying to make it more than what I think. It's just like I understand physical labor. It's hard, but like there's other things that are hard out here too. And some of these jobs are super stressful. I think that that's the level of something being hard too. And so just to dismiss that, like because I've done both. Like I've had to cut a fucking soccer fucking field.
That quit the job because it was hard.
Ooh. Yes.
So don't put it on me. Yes, you.
Well, it actually didn't pay enough. It was a summer job, but I definitely didn't want to be outside in the fucking sun in 100-degree weather. Definitely, I'm
you want to be in the air condition telling lies.
And then guess what? I'm like, damn, this shit ain't no easy. This is a hard job too. This is a hard job too.
I think that there's the reality to me, like comparing factory work and sitting at a desk is just like asinine. If we're talking about who works harder, I just don't think like we can like draw like a very simple line where it's like the value of this job is higher because of like all the red tape that comes with it that's deemed valuable through society, but working harder, I just don't think that like it's like that's true. Like you can't compare sitting at your desk in Rail's words, clacking on the keyboard, and then somebody welding or some shit like that. Like it's not like a real comparable thing.
Y'all carry furniture upstairs. Like
it's like they're working harder.
Hard work.
My job is valued more. And hey, like I'm saying I'm cool with my job being valued more. And
what if you got what if you got a learning discipline?
Is it, if you think about it, is it actually valued more?
Well, I would say yes.
They just pay you more money. You know what I mean?
But by that version of value, that's what I'm saying. Like we live in America, capitalism. But the value in the market says that the value of what it pays is higher.
I got you.
I think, but this matters too, though. If you 6'5", 250, and dumb as a bag of rocks, typing on that computer gonna be way harder than taking that shit up the stairs because you built like you did. And if you 5'9", 180. Carrying that shit up, like I think
you needed an easier job because you're smaller.
Well, I think there's certain physical labor that well, not that good. But physical labor gonna be easier for some people. So you think it's okay, cool, but like if you're not that smart,
so that means it's even harder for you then, right?
That's I
mean, fucking being outside, it ain't that. I'm not for it, but I think. But we can't discount intellect jobs either, though, because there's a lot of stress and some of that's hard. There's a lot of people that can't do those jobs either. That makes it, and some of those people doing it would be hard as fuck for them to do.
I agree. Like but I think that there are high level intellect jobs that are really hard and stressful. The majority of the field is not that.
Vast majority.
I think like ownership class, management class is like that's not really hard work, to be honest. I was making this point on Unpack where I think that like especially when you get into like if you're inside corporate America, the grunt work is where like all the hard work is because it's like repetitive tasks that you do over and over and over and over and it becomes monotonous. But like that's the extent of like hard work. I do agree. Like if we go with like for example, like I personally decided not to like finish like the counseling program because to me I thought that the idea of taking people's baggage home with me daily, like that there's an immense part to that when you just keep coming with trauma and like solving that and shit like that. I think I can say like that's a mental load right there. But what most people do, like working at a call center or working at a desk, just doing some regular shit, building a website, that shit's not really that hard. Especially once like you understand the groove of it. This shit's not that hard. But also how the algorithm and ChatGPT then made everything, most shit is just click and move and pull and play, bro. That's my opinion.
That's the truth.
Okay. All right.
And Johnny, your job damn sure.
Yeah, okay, cool, bro. It's all right, man. Why you always come for my job, bro? Just because you ain't bought one car. That's because you ain't bought one fucking car. Like I'm the only car salesman in Charlotte.
Not here, victim. Not here, victim. I'm going off what you said about me.
Only car salesman. I do feel like in my eyes, the bank job would be harder.
Hey, y'all seen this? I seen this meme the other day. Buddy was like, you know what I'm sick of? He said, I'm sick of motherfuckers trying to argue facts and feel like because I feel like such and such and such. But this here is a fact. This
it'd be weird how I agree with that. Yeah. Look like Tone got a couple stars. Shout out to TBI. Shout out to Chuck.
What up?
Discord legends.
All right. So Chuck said the number of people able to do manual labor vastly outnumbers skilled labor or the professions. Manual labor is paid less because they are easier to replace. I don't know about that. What do y'all think?
I mean, it sounds good.
Say it again.
It's true.
He said,
could he read again?
The number of people able to do manual labor vastly outnumbers skilled labor or the professions. Manual labor is paid less because they are easier to replace.
I don't agree with that because of I think that what we have to look at, like, what do we look at as skilled labor first, right? Because of the soft skills of what somebody would say is skilled labor is like call center work, and the same niggas that work at the construction job work at the call center. The same like females that work at like you know what I mean. I don't know, like at Family Dollar they get their little call center stint too. If you go to the call centers, them call centers be a wild fucking place.
No, they do. Especially
just because again, like you can answer and have soft skills. I think that there's a lot of people, especially inside like the time that we're in right now, that can type a decent amount of words per minute. Can be like, hey, hi, how you doing? Put their nice people voice on and read a script. I don't think so. I think that it's hard. I think that
the only reason why them niggas be getting fired because they'll show up to work.
Yeah, but also I do think that there is a lot of manual labor jobs that a lot of people can do. And so like I think that when we get into like specified spaces, I think that that's where like we have different conversations where like once you become like certified as a plumber, or certified this, that, and the third, like now we're having way different conversations.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really I would say that there's probably, and I've done both. I would say that there's probably a lot more people in positions in the type like the call center, just like the phone answer, regular customer service. That's easy as fuck. You have a lot of people doing that. Whereas you look at what are these easy jobs in construction that we're talking about? What the dude that's the flagger. But once you get past flag, you talking about the nigga driving forklifts. Machine operators, crane operators. Like, where's the easy part at? Where's the engineer? Like, where's the easy part?
Yeah, even with the flagger, you sit out there long enough, your day gonna be pretty.
Oh yeah. It's hot out there too. Yeah. See, the thing is that people and see they convinced that, and that's why hopefully I don't want nobody to lose no jobs. But when we see this thing turn on its head and we start, which we already know that the fastest growing millionaire class is in HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and then in that sector, and they we're gonna see how important these people, these jobs, are this value that y'all talking about. We're gonna see how important that is when all of these people retire from these construction jobs, and we trying to replace these people that's been building the houses and keeping the fucking the sewers together and all of this shit that been going on. We gonna see where the value actually lies once this thing turns on its head. Because for whatever reason, black folk got convinced that these computer jobs are like that's the thing. Like, oh yeah, and they look down on that. Let me finish what I'm saying. They look down on that green shirt or that orange shirt. I remember because at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna use my personal self. What I'm gonna say is that I remember when I went into Charles Schwab, right, went to go talk to them about my portfolio. Me and my old head did. And the way that I actually talked to the guy, I was like, when you still see too many people come in here with me and old head both have on the highlighter shirt, right? You don't see too many people come in here with these shirts on, do you? She said, no. I was like, so what is the assumption that you would make when you see somebody come in here like that? And we already know. She just tried to play it down and just, not even answer the question. But we look down on these people. And these people are so essential to what the fuck's going on. It's like, y'all are some real disrespectful motherfuckers, bro. Y'all are some real disrespectful motherfuckers. These niggas is the ones building the houses, keeping the roads straight. All of this shit that you take for granted.
I like the sewer again because the sewers is important.
I'm gonna chill. Y'all got it. Go ahead, Tony. You're gonna go to the.
Okay. TBI said ownership and management work is hard work. Everybody could do it if it wasn't. I agree with that. As far as entrepreneurship, I guess is what he's talking about.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Ownership, entrepreneurship. That's yeah. You got to have a different level of discipline for sure for that shit.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He said now they have AI chatbots doing it. The customer support, I use AI bots to text people in my real estate business. I fired most of my virtual assistants.
I hope that there was white.
Okay, yeah, that's what he said.
White assistants. He said virtual though, so I guess that's not AI.
That's not. He's saying he hired the AI, or he created.
Yeah, they got AI doing everything.
Yeah. Damn. But quick fact check for TBI. According to the GPT, I know you love it, a good GPT. Around 25 to 30% are in manual labor intensive jobs. Around 50 to 55%, this is of American workforce, are in what is considered skilled labor jobs. So technically, there's like more people working those jobs, which kind of goes against what you were saying.
The easy shit.
Yeah, like the easy. Like most people are working those skilled labor jobs.
That's what we get. Never mind.
Johnny, wait,
Hey, you gonna ask your question?
Hey, Johnny, in that box tight right now, boy.
Not no fucking box. I'm just waiting for you to answer. I'm waiting for you to ask this question though. I mean, to spend 30 minutes
putting you in that box,
giving me smoke about some.
Okay,
I still didn't change my mind. But
so my question for the day is, and I'll go ahead and I'll give my answer to the question as well as ask the question about which of the, let's say, quote unquote black leaders do you believe has the best plan?
Could you run off some of the black leaders also, just so I know?
And so I think we got Dr. Claude Anderson.
Okay.
Which I mean, I guess let's talk about more of the newer or the ones that are like more present now. The Dr. Umars, your Tariq Nasheed, your
outside of that,
my favorite is gonna be Killer Mike.
Okay.
Who else we got?
Shout out to Steph. Check that, nigga.
Say again. Oh, Steph. Yeah, he mentioned. Did you watch the? Did you watch him on?
Nah, somebody talked about it.
On Shannon, yeah, he
said that.
Yeah, he apologized as a man should do. Mm-hmm. And actually, he said it wasn't even. It was the way it came off versus what his intent behind what he was saying was that he had to correct. But yeah, I think that for me specifically, as far as something that actually makes sense, that seems a bit more something that we could actually see come to pass. I think Killer Mike's program, and I also think that like we at a point where you might as well, like at our age and older, we ain't doing shit, bro. You focus in on the generation, you know what I mean? The upcoming, the young, the high school kids, high school, going to college, like try to focus on them because we already either you got to figure it out now or it's dark at this point. And he was talking about the fact that like teenage pregnancy or like when kids get damn, my mind's drawing a blank right now. My mind's okay, but anyway, so I'm just going to ask the question again. Who do you think has the best plan for black people?
I'll let you go.
I don't really have like a specific answer,
or even a combination of people. Because like the Dr. Claude Anderson, I'm a Claude Anderson fan. Powernomics, you know what I mean. So I like both the Powernomics and the Killer Mike side of things. But like, who would you say is like?
Well, I was gonna say like it's not necessarily like one political movement, but I've been seeing like it's Hereafter Farms. There's been a lot of groups been buying land, and they've been like building black communities. So they've been buying 90 acres, 150 acres. Been a couple down there in Georgia, and I think that is the best plan for black people to be doing is to like the cooperative economics. Getting together, building actually communities with their own labor. They create, they building out the infrastructure and stuff like that. And they're creating their own places to live the way they want to. And I think, I know Hereafter Farms is down there in Georgia. I've been following. I think that's something that's like, could be replicated in other states. And I think it's something that's actually going to do a lot of benefits when you got to wait for nobody. And it's just something that people can get together.
Actually? So just make sure I understand. So you're saying pretty much it's people buying houses.
Or land. They buy the land first.
They're building houses.
And then they build the community on the land. And then they own the thing.
Do they make it black only or something?
it's mostly all the families who owned it were black owned. I don't know if they have any strict rules on like it has to be black. Because I think you can, I don't know how, but most of the people, I don't know how they go about like selecting people. But everybody I've seen is black, and it is a black owned thing. But I don't know if they've designated it black only.
All right, so let me ask you this question. So before even I understand, so are you talking about like when you say best? Are you talking about like utopian or more realistic?
I'm talking about more realistic.
You think that's realistic? Would you say?
And I don't really see
what I'm saying. It's actually been happening.
Like this is going to be not that it can happen. That this is going to be the plan that takes black people from, I don't know, 7 out of 8 when you look at like demographics and like standard of like income household.
I think it could work way faster than anything that like with Dr. Uber or something. I think that's a quicker way.
What is that? I don't really get it. So the people that actually bought the land that have the homes built, they're gonna make a lot of money. But you talking about just people buying homes? That's the best plan for black people? I understand how homes and equity and all that.
It's
shit
not
works,
just buying homes. It's a community. It's a black owned community.
Right. So what
Hereafter, there's another one. I know. I got Hereafter from. I can't remember the name of the other one. But I've seen another one down.
Live right there. Then what is that? What is that building?
You have a community where they run the police. They can create a town, and they just have everything.
Okay, yeah,
like that.
Are you talking about like doing like a full?
They got
their
own town. That's that separate. What do you call it? Yeah.
So, and that's why I say I don't know if it's a black only thing because that's tough. I know it's a black owned thing and black ran thing. I think that's a good way for black people.
How inside? What way is this going to be? So I guess this would be the easiest way. Where are we going to get the capital for all the poor black people? Not because again, like there is, and not saying that there's not middle class and rich black people, but poor black people to participate in the system that you're talking about.
I ain't thought about that. I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question.
I'm talking with the average person. But yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I got you down. What your boy Killer Mike was saying, he was talking about the idea of giving where if a young black boy was to get a young black girl pregnant, pretty much incentivizing the family structure. And I guess that this would go beyond.
Could you say that slower one more time?
Incentivizing family structure, right?
No. About they getting them pregnant.
Oh, so if a young black boy gets a young black girl pregnant, he was saying like, what we do is of course we're gonna keep the baby, number one, and then number two was saying like what we would do is if the young man was to get into he would be incentivized to get a skill, a trade job, right? And he would stay on that job for X amount of time, and then they would qualify them to be able to get a low interest rate loan on a house. Some way, damn, my mind, I don't know what's going on.
I know what you're saying. I've heard about that plan, but like I think a lot of the pushback.
This is like for all Americans or something.
I would assume. Well, he was talking about for black people.
Where are we getting the capital for this thing? Because that would mean that we need a black-owned bank to be able to leverage these low-interest loans.
DEI to come back.
What would be DEI?
Because it would be black people specific. We'd be looking for.
Yeah, like if it was governmental,
right.
Or if this is like a program for like all.
That's probably still out of reach. They said, and honestly, I understand this too. They obviously neither Democrats nor Republicans are going to do anything specifically for black people. Okay. They've consistently said it. Even Bernie Sanders was saying, but we all know that when the tides raise, it all boats.
Lifts all boats.
Boats, right? So like, and that's why I didn't understand going back to that 50 versus the 65 is like,
rising tide.
You know what I mean?
Boats.
But yeah,
if it gives you all these things,
right.
But niggas are just selfish. It's okay. We ain't gotta go back there.
Yeah, we pure Americans, boy.
But they don't want to help pure Americans either.
Yeah,
that's the American way.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
We exploitative capitalists. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, I think I got a piece here. Okay, so my real answer, my real answer, of course, just from the heart, just y'all know me. I'ma always say the Most High is the best plan for black people. But I got a piece that I just want to share, and I was sitting there thinking about it. It was like, I think white people got the best plan for black people. The same people who made up this paperwork. Hear what I'm saying, though. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying, though. Hear what I'm saying. Nah, hear what I'm saying, though. Shit. What is it that we can't do? What is it that we legally can't do that white people can do?
A lot of practice systemic racism.
So this is what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff we miss out on is because of lack of knowledge. We don't know the paperwork. We don't know how they get us through paperwork. The reason they get a lot of these people ain't got no money. They living off of credit, and they got multiple businesses that's under a trust, and they getting credit like that. So they not even like basically look like they don't make nothing on paper. They ain't paying no taxes or nothing. Yeah, like
but everything that you're saying, in my opinion, is systemic. So if we say like trust. Being a trust fund baby in itself comes from like them owning property that was redlined away from black people. If we talk about like even higher educational standards in admission, if you look at Harvard, the reality is that Harvard's based off of the Good Old Boys Club, and this is why only the agents got mad because they found out this is really just not. It's not based off of like how smart you are. It's about how likely you are to be successful, and how likely you are to be successful is based off of what your parents did and like your wealth and your income. Okay. Like like those schools that are invested inside the money of that. But go ahead.
Yeah. So really, what all I'm getting down to is like we still like regardless whether it was systematic or not, we still lack the knowledge. We have access to this paperwork. We can all structure our stuff like this. Some of it don't even take much money to start. Like it's people out here starting LLCs with $100, like really getting the stuff going and getting capital for that. They taking advantage of the paperwork. We messing up because we don't know. Like that's literally like I don't really mean like physically white people can put us back in slavery and do like. We're not adapting to the knowledge. We're not sitting there taking what they're using against us and using it for ourselves.
That's true.
Yeah, I think it's like caveated though, because I agree that a part of Black advancement would definitely be understanding how like financial literacy right. And like how it works and how we can best use it. There's also the idea of leverage, and let's go with Dr. Claude Anderson. When you like speak through like ideas of powernomics, he speaks about how you can have different versions of monopoly. Like you can have a majority population monopoly, you can have an economic monopoly, and you can have a media monopoly. I think that those are the three ones that he said. And like if you have a economic monopoly and a population monopoly, which is like how white people are set up in America, like the leverage in that is already kind of like skewed. I think that some Black people can get ahead and do well inside like the idea of what you're saying, like just like a purely financial literacy way. But I think that approvals still are systematic. I think that capital is pretty much already divvied up to like a specific amount of people. And I get it, but I think that there's probably like another piece that has to get added on to it because of, like I said, the monopoly that the dominant society has on economics and population.
And the crazy part about it is not even like the whole dominant society. The people who have a monopoly is literally like three different groups. You got BlackRock, Vanguard, and what is it, State Street, or what's the name of them? I can't remember.
They changed the name of one of them.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying, but also those still end up being inside the hands of like these prominent quote unquote white people. And as a part of that, the white conglomerate identifies with it. Like we've seen that with MAGA. Like MAGA, they're clearly, I guess they're starting the purple movement because they realized that like all the shit that we as rural MAGA people voted for were against our actual like living standards and like what's going to be best for us. And they're now just getting to see it because they're getting belted ass. But I think that like people identify with like the people in power as like what they can possibly, especially in America. That's why you can't sell niggas on like an income cap.
Oh, I was just thinking you talked about that as well on Unpack. Is that the reason why you don't want an income cap, Johnny? It's because you can foresee yourself getting there one day, and you don't want to. You want to make sure that if you can get there, that you can get there.
Duh. I mean,
It's so simple. Bro.
It is.
That's crazy, bro.
Niggas will forfeit like actual stability for it, like just
for a dream, imaginary
a pipe dream.
That's crazy. You gonna hit the lotto in it.
That shit like make $1 million up over.
Oh man, it's something else too.
Nature.
I agree a lot with what Tone was saying. Like I understand what you were saying too. Is like how the thing is set up as it is, but I think that a lot of it is financial literacy. When I found out that like the guys that these people driving these nice cars, I'm paying. I remember I got an 09 Impala when I was when I was in the military. I got an 09 Impala. Credit score was like fucking maybe 4 or something, maybe 4 or 5 something.
You said it was how low?
Like a 4 or 5.
You didn't say it like that at first.
You said
8,
8,
4 or 5 something.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like 4, and I was paying like 416 for an 09 Impala.
This one 416 was a really high payment too.
Yeah, it was really high. Yeah, it was really high. This was like 2010. I was sick.
Oh yeah, damn. Yeah.
I was sick. Like 2000, I'm paying like 406 for an 09 Impala. That motherfucker, you know what I mean? It wasn't what I wanted. It was just what I had to drive. And then I found out, I was like, okay, this dude's driving the car that he loved, the car that he wants, a vet, whatever that car is. And this nigga's paying the same thing that I'm paying. We know that they've already said the car payment is like the killer for the middle class. It's car payments. It's that our car payments are too high. Then you got the insurance as well. So you probably niggas paying like a band a month.
I think it's the depreciating asset. It's because
y'all better not be paying $1,000 a month for your car.
It's people doing it.
Yeah, no,
like,
big fat.
Legit.
It better be multiple on there,
bro. I seen some cars. It's whole
lady.
cars out here that's $100,000. Like regular cars that like full tag is $100,000. I'm like, how is that?
Yeah, I was.
Those are status symbols.
2019 Audi.
You be selling those status symbols, Johnny?
So I think the most expensive car I've ever sold was about 80.
How'd you lie to them?
I don't lie to everybody now.
Oh, not everybody.
It was a good vehicle broker.
No, but no, the expensive joint. You come in there, hey,
They just sell themselves. Huh?
Lay down, yeah.
Hard work.
If you come in there with money to buy that,
my bad, I got to harp on you one more time.
Now you don't know the box. He just crawling.
Hey, pull up at the car lot tomorrow and see which one of them motherfuckers look like they working hard.
They just out there.
Niggas just out there in the parking lot.
Out in the parking lot vaping.
He's out there working hard.
Them niggas ain't had to sell 3 cars in 2 days.
That vape out.
Hey, let us know.
Them niggas ain't had to sell 3 cars in 2 days to make the rent. Hey, it's cool. It's cool.
Nigga, if you had to sell those in 3 days, you should have been doing something the other 27 days.
The shit be hard, bro. Motherfuckers coming in with 4, 5 something credit score. This shit make it hard.
No, that makes it impossible. If you pull up the Subaru with a 4,500, that's impossible.
Yeah, so baby.
Your ass just came to look.
Yeah, I guess if I'm gonna think of like a black leader, I'm not specifically like I think that in my opinion, like the Tariq and the Dr. Umar, they lean too much on like the identity politics shit. I ain't like as interested in that. I think that Dr. Claude, a decent amount of it. Like I'm not like on the fact that like I'm not a person that believes black people can't get ahead without reparations. But if I move that to the side, I do think.
Say it one more time. You said that you don't think that black people can get ahead.
I'm not a person like there's some people that think that only way black people can gain some version of equal footing is through reparations. That's kind of like the concept of like the whole reparations movement. I'm not one of those. Like I think that there's a space where again, like
you believe in the bootstraps.
I don't believe in bootstrap. I don't know. Like I can explain what I'm saying, and we can see if it fits into bootstraps or not.
Okay.
I do think that the system is not coming to save you. So there's like some people that like we sit and talk to, and like their thing is to appeal to like democratic policy, and like these are the things that's going to like get it done. And if we get them, like you're only going to get so far ahead with just like specifically those policies. I have like a bit of like that Nation of Islam background, where I do believe in like the do for self. And again, like you fight for everything that you're owed, but you do for self first. And there's a space where like I think that blends in some of the powernomics where like you should be looking to get as much like you should be looking to advance economically. I forget like how we kind of built the house, like, but the first layer was economics, second one was politics, third one I can't like it was five layers. But I think like when we look at those inside the way that if we're putting how Black people are going to get to succeed today in modern day America, I think that you have to play the game of America. Like I'm always an advocate for Black people being intentional about taking over a field, whether that's like a manual labor.
You remember that the example he was actually trying to push for us to be in the fish market, in the fish business.
Yeah. And so yeah, like I'm whether it's manual labor, fucking medical, whatever it is. I think that Black people finding their way to get some stability inside a market would definitely be beneficial. It could be probably hyper beneficial if it's a hyper consumed market that Black people indulge in. I know that will probably be hard. But yeah, and then I think that you use some of that capital to then like help manipulate politics a little bit inside your favor. Again, like he's for Black people being independent and like we're selling our vote to the highest bidder. I'm not against that. I think that's fair. I think that's cool. He's for making sure that Black people own their rights to their own image. This being media companies. Like right now, there's not a Black owned media company. When you look at like the major things, like whether it's Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, ABC, CBS, Fox, whatever it is, like we don't control the way that we are portrayed inside the media. Yeah, I guess like that'd be the close, like a blend of a little bit of like that NOI and some Dr. Claude shit. That'd be the closest that I can go. So
I think also one of the things that we don't do is it's going to take some sacrifice. It's like even if it's the idea.
that was a wide shot moment right there. Yeah.
It's like the idea of like if you want to change your family, the thing is that it may not start with you. You may not get to experience this change, right. And that's the thing that like we so much want to be here to see it. You know what I mean? But a life insurance policy, that right there is the way you want to do it. If what do you think they'll do if all Black folk just bought a life insurance policy?
Right. I was
talking about that will raise. You know what I mean? That will raise our floor tremendously.
Yeah, and this goes into like what Tone was speaking about, like with the and I agree, like the financial literacy piece, like the life insurance. Like I was just having this conversation with some of my people last night, and probably like the weekend before, where like shout out to like so the house that you know of, like that house is paid off, and like they've went through the process of like getting the equity line or loan from the house to do some repairs in the building or whatnot, stretch it out. But like in general, after all that gets finished, like it's just a property that's inside pretty much a high equity earning space inside Charlotte that is only going to grow and grow and grow. Huh?
I poured concrete at that brand. It's a brand new house they put on the street over from there.
And they're going to just keep building new ones. In which like it's only going to accrue. So now it's an asset for the family.
100%.
In which I was kind of talking to him about like eventually we're going to want to put that into a trust. Eventually we're going to want to like start doing like, especially, you know what I mean? Like this sounds morbid, but like you got to make sure that your parents have life insurance policies. You want to put that into the trust. Like you want to start building that small little nest egg of assets as a group to where like now, like the family has things to where like when you start talking about generational wealth, it's its own thing. Yeah.
And the thing about the trust is it's the way that you avoid having to pay the transfer. What is that? I can't think of that.
I know
the state tax. Or
when you're transferring the
after you die. I forgot
the
name.
deed.
And it's something with a P.
No.
It's something with a P.
But nonetheless, it's money that when you
the death tax is what it is. So the trust eliminates that because you'll have your the trustees and all that. Go ahead, Johnny.
Oh no, that's exactly what I was gonna say. As far as like that's something like as far as like knowing the game and like that's something black people definitely need to like be ahead of the game because there's a lot of time where black people die and they just pass that down.
Mm-hmm.
And then that sets up like your loved ones for like you're not setting them up to be better after you're gone. Like you're leaving debt for the next generation.
100%.
And so like if we could eliminate a lot of that, that's gonna like set up and instead of leaving debt, leaving like trust funds and life insurance, that's gonna build up.
Yeah,
you know that.
Oh my bad, and this is where I wanted to get to because what you said was like there's a play and there's a part of it that is not meant for you to benefit off of. Because like even that play with like my parents obviously is not meant for them to benefit off of,
right?
But also is really not meant for me in like my class, like my siblings to benefit off of. It's the next generation with us doing all these things. And I think that that's the part where whether it's societal or family, like we have to get away from like the selfishness and like there's sacrifice that you do have to make for the betterment of your community, your family, or like your country.
Yeah, and it's so funny. It's so funny because like me and Old Head talk a lot about this kind of stuff, and we'll talk to these guys that be around us, black guys, old Head, like 50, 60 years old. And you will sit there and listen to them, and they actually like it's like they're bragging. I ain't leaving them kids shit.
Yeah, it's a wild concept.
It's like, and then you telling me this, and you saying this like
you hear like rich people say that now too. Like it's a dumb concept.
Yeah, that's just
like Bill
when
Gates.
You say it, I was like, bro, what the fuck? And it's like you're saying, and you're proud of it. Like you, and then you said as if you're supposed to be patted on the back for this way of thinking.
Well, it's probably because they're around a bunch of people that have that same selfish mindset.
And that's the bullshit. That's what we have to change that. We have to change that. Like the biggest thing to me is like I have to get in my mind too. That's why I said it out loud. I have to get to the place where the investment is not for me. You know what I mean? It's I won't be able to see the fruit.
Oh, okay,
I won't be able to see the fruit, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's literally like life insurance. You get your policy early, and the thing is like with kids, that Gerber life insurance policy, it's the cheapest policy you're gonna get. Of course, it's because it's a bank, but that's the cheapest you're gonna get it. That's the cheapest you're gonna get it. So we like Tone said, it's the information we're not, and then like there's information that I have that I still don't act on. You know what I mean? It's like we gotta just change the mindset. Seek the information that. The trust is definitely
that's like a very important portion.
That was what when you seen them multi-million-dollar accounts, they had the businesses in the trust. They had their land, the property in the trust, and the trust is the way that you could actually like because you can put some stuff in your will to say, oh well, anything you put in your will that goes through probate. They're going to I forget the word. Damn, they're going to either way. They're going to go through the will and divvy stuff up, but then a lot of times you don't even got enough money or this your estate is not worth enough for you to even go through all this probate and all this shit. Because in certain states, you're gonna have to go through probate. Like North Carolina is one of them states that you're gonna go through probate. So
I think South Carolina is too.
Yeah, no, I know. Like California, there's a document that you can use in California, and I think it went up some more. You can claim up to like 100. I think it was 166,000 in assets without probate.
Oh shit!
So that was like the most. That's more than any other state. But yeah, North Carolina definitely is not one of those. You're gonna have to go through probate. Damn.
So for our audience, break down what probate is.
Probate is where they're gonna go and figure out the way in which the court. So you're gonna have to petition the court to have the estate. Someone's gonna be appointed to manage the estate. That's what the probate court decides. So they'll go through if you have a will, they'll go through the will and they'll establish that through the will. If it's stated in there who the executor or you know what I mean, that person's going to be. That's what the probate court does.
Yeah, you got to go take the death certificate, all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, death certificate. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, And then it's something good to know. The bank can't look at no damn will. So you want, and honestly, the trust is the best way to go. Because you could actually put in the trust, in your trust agreement, you can put in there like, when my son turns X amount of age, then he gets this. You know what I mean? That you can put all of that in there, and it's a legal binding document to where the person would have to be suing the family member to, you know what I mean, to say that they're going against it, but it is a legal document that can actually, you know what I mean, hold weight for things that you want to have been carried out further, because you know UTMA, UGMA accounts, that's where you like a minor until they turn 18, or some states like 21, you can store money for them and stuff like that. But beyond that, there's really no way to, you know what I mean, make sure that your things are going in. Well, and I've been talking too long. I'll go ahead. My bad.
I think we
that's that's the hard job that I was doing.
This shit sound rough. Honestly. Shit.
That shit was fire though.
Shit sound rough.
The only part that
reading probates all day. That's morbid as hell.
Interpret. It's an easy word. Interpret the will.
Gotcha. All right. So Stone, I think he'll probably read a couple of these comments. It's going to get us into a little bit, but we did drop the call in. Shout out to the Discord. Y'all requested the call in for this segment when I dropped the graphic into it. So tap in, call in, let us know who is your favorite. Who do you think has the best plan for Black people? Not necessarily your favorite. You can have a favorite and it not be the best plan. But who do y'all think is or has the best plan for Black people? I guess I kind of went with a mix of NOI and Dr. Claude. It sounded like he went with Killer Mike. Johnny said
cooperative economics. I don't think there's no one plan, but it's like
he said we're gonna buy houses for Black people,
but forget about the poor. I ain't think about that one.
I ain't forget him. Yeah. Okay.
Privilege nigga, that again.
What you got for us, Tom?
Let's see. Dave said Blacks usually have to find our own access versus it being handed in many ways.
This is a fact. Yeah,
man. One thing I want to say, man, we forget the poor whites in these conversations all the time, bro. The poor whites are their equivalent. And you know what I thought too? I thought that they was in them little houses on all that land. They renting that too, just like we do.
Oh, you talking about the trailers? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They renting that too, bro. We have to make sure, because the idea, because I didn't used to do this. When I think of white, I always thought, and that's that. What is that? The superiority complex.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so we have to keep in mind the poor whites.
Oh no, if we're talking numbers, like the poor whites get affected more, but as well though, when we have the conversation, who benefits more are the middle and elite whites too. Mm-hmm. And so like that, that's the juxtaposition of the conversation, where like they get hurt a lot because it's like this is the population monopoly that whatchamacallit speaks about. Like, because they're the most, they kind of get hit on both sides. But to be honest, like when you look at the elites and how that happens as well, like it's passed down, and like it's a lot of nepotism that happens. Of course, the brother poor whites, to be specific, they don't necessarily benefit from nepotism, and I get it. They're a feeling above Black folks in their mind. They just feel like they're because they identify with.
And when I say poor white, that wasn't me to be trying to be derogatory at all towards poor people that are white. You know what I mean? It was just saying, make sure we keep in mind that it's a lot of them fucked up too. Just like, I ain't gonna say myself.
Why would you say that white people being poor is derogatory?
No, because it could have been like a pick at the, you know what I mean? I'm not picking at them, just making sure that they're when we think about them, or the proper representation is, you know what I mean, in our heads when we think about them as well as when we think of ourselves.
I forgot about them too. So.
Brother Paul White.
I forgot about them. I'm trying to tell people, because people want to say, because white folk, hold on, there's a lot of them out there that nearly or even like, you know what I mean? They're for doing worse than you doing when you sitting here thinking you doing bad. There's plenty of them that's, you know what I mean? And there, it's just they hood look different than ours.
This is a fact. Shout out to the trailer parks.
Well, one of the things I wanted to highlight on just still while you was there, like you was talking about, like it's poor whites out here too. Something I've been realizing recently is there is a poor mentality and then there's a wealthy mentality. And one of the things that made me realize this was like looking at the grocery store. Like I was watching this, it was some meme that was on Instagram. It was basically talking about like how, like looking at the prices. So you might see like you got a 4-ounce container of mustard and that 4-ounce costs $2. But then you have this 10-ounce over here that costs $3.50. So you're looking at it like, oh yeah, this $2 one it costs me less, but it doesn't really cost you less. It actually costs you more to buy that. Like that's where we gotta, like, it's like we gotta shift in that because we taught to really pretty much think poor. And that's how we keep doing. So like if you don't know that you can put your stuff in a trust and have your stuff in a business and how these wealthy people are avoiding taxes, because we just be mad about it, but we don't understand how they're doing it, and they're doing it legally. The reason they're getting away with it is because they're doing it legally.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we I don't want to keep using the like we got to find the access. Like we got access to stuff. I don't know what we don't have. Like it's not necessarily the easiest road to get to it, but we got to start thinking. We have access to things, and we need to start thinking in that manner. Oh, and they said Johnny hates everybody.
He hates everybody.
Equal opportunity.
What does fear as a black man say? Is that what they say?
Fear.
Oh yeah, he said, I've seen with my own eyes a poor white redneck be given a supervisor job over blacks at a warehouse with zero experience.
Wow. I ain't seen
that's the other
myself,
part
but
too.
that's crazy.
Who owned the warehouse?
Yeah, it's probably, yeah.
But it could have been nepotism again. Like
That's
maybe
what we say,
the guy
yeah.
knows the guy, and then that's the reason for the thing. And see, the thing is, like, at some point, I understand why you would feel a way about something like that. But at the same time, we got to think about it. If let's say you work to build this business, and you have people that work for you, and then your cousin or your brother or something need a job, you're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing that we're complaining about. Like, I'm not gonna just make my brother have an entry level job if I have the opportunity to. You know what I mean? Nepotism. That's.
Oh no, we just want the opportunity or the ability to exercise nepotism. That's
exactly. It's just we don't like it when we see other people doing it, but you would very well do the exact same thing.
Yeah, niggas wasn't mad at LeBron. Niggas wasn't mad at LeBron at all.
No, a lot of them was.
Yeah, they was.
A lot of them was hating.
Niggas was pissed off.
A lot of niggas was hating.
They're just jealous. That's it.
Yeah.
Y'all boys ready?
TBI.
You know what? Since Red was mad at me, I'm gonna let him go first.
We call it a truce.
It's an olive branch.
Hey, this is the last call for the call-ins, but go ahead, Johnny.
Oh, then you be second and I'll go last.
Okay.
I'll hold it down.
All right.
And then Tone.
Nah, I'm good today. I'm actually tapped out today.
Okay.
I ain't even said nothing in.
I'm not gonna let my dumbass cousin do what is it?
Mess up my business.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. We start on real, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna play Q's favorite podcast first. Scroll up and give me grits and eggs.
Okay. I wonder if this is one that I have in there.
It might be the same one.
No sound. Oh, he's saying no sound.
Good up.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely did.
We got sound on
Y'all hear?
pause it real quick. The easiest thing to do would be open the Instagram tab where StreamYard is.
Mm-hmm.
No, where StreamYard is.
Oh, you said yeah.
Oh yeah, open it on the same jump.
Yeah, open it on the same on the same one. Do that there, and it should play. Sometimes when you open the tab, like you start it on a different tab, it just won't play the audio. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad. I just remembered what I was actually my reason for showing that one too. So,
all right, I'll go back to it. Give me just a second.
There you go.
Hold on, give me.
All right, let us know. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
They still can hear it.
I don't know what's going on.
All right. I guess it sounds like he's spoken enough where we can get. Yeah, you pause it.
Trying to, my fault. Let me see if I can figure this out with y'all.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, what did you give the audience a synopsis of what was happening, and then
so what he was saying, he was pretty much talking about the on the right, political right. The Republicans are pretty much on the same page. They are in cahoots with moving in the same direction, whereas on the left, Democrats are trying to please everyone at the same time.
Yeah, no,
and which is going to be much harder to do that. And so what my reasoning for sharing that is, even though he was talking about politics, I was thinking about us, about black folk. So like even the question that we started with about, you know, which is your favorite, or which political or black leader do you feel is the best or has the best plan? It's like we're all over the place. Everybody's choosing different, you know what I mean? That we're wanting to go about it differently. Everybody's doing that. So you got your Tariqs, you got your so the reparations, we got the conversation about reparations, right? And which I'm not against the conversation or against the idea. Like I definitely fuck with it. But then there's also things that saying all this to say that like we're so divided on what we think the right answer is that we're doing nothing, or seemingly we're doing nothing at any clip.
But we're not getting progress.
Right. It's not progress that can be seen or like
or minuscule. But I think what he said is a good point. But I think like as black people, we have to understand that like if this political party we've attached ourselves to is not functioning in a way that's going to look like how that other party is functioning for those other people, we have to understand that about the political party that we're attached to.
But my question is, could they ever, if they're trying to please everyone?
No.
That's the thing. Like
no, they're not.
On the right, they have one.
They got one people they got the two that they got to appease.
Yes, and then the Democrats, like you said,
black people have to understand this though.
Right.
And like, so we're not gonna like get it. Then like, of course, we're gonna always be. Especially we're not even the largest voting demographic for the said group.
Say 13 to 14%.
They're always going to, you know, even when we do vote for them, they're gonna look at the voting and be like, oh, well, these people voted more for us.
Right.
These people supported us more. These people did such and such for us and looked out. So we're always gonna be on the back burner until we either go independent and make them earn it, or create our own party to where we're the majority of it. But like, if we're not doing that, the Democrats ain't going. The Democrats
in your own party, that ain't going.
Well, then we'd have to. Well, and that's true. So then, make it for sale. Like
make the vote for sale
to the highest bidder. Like, I mean,
yeah,
we just can't give it away. Like we just can't get. Like, we know this about the Democratic Party. We can't give it away because they're not gonna look out. Like he just broke down the exact. I never even thought about it that way, but that makes perfect sense. Of course, they can't do anything for us because it's gonna piss off the rest of the people that's voting for them. So,
what TBI say, Tom?
So who are they appeasing by helping illegal immigrants?
Who are they talking about? The Democrats? Who are the Democrats appeasing? Is that's
by helping the illegal immigrants, the Hispanic? I guess that's who be appeased by.
Oh, but I mean, there. It's not just them. It's there's some businesses that are being appeased by that as well.
There's a lot of money. I'm about to say, like, big white corporate farmers are being appeased.
I can tell you for sure in the construction industry.
Hey, Quincy pulled up. Sure. I love it. Hey, shout out to Quincy. We actually had to, like, what did we have to, like, send him not the link, but the our show. You was smacked. You don't even remember this.
I remember. Yeah, no, I ain't realized.
Shout out to Johnny. Sometimes Johnny gets smacked on Wednesday, so he be forgetting what the after show is.
It be 3 hours, bro. We do that motherfucker for 3 hours. I be about a whole 12-pack in.
Matter of fact, let me get one.
I guess this is probably a good little break to bring in a guy. Quincy, talk to him. I actually told I told Quincy about how you were saying that you like Steve and him, like you fuck with their POV on the show, being
sure.
married people with XYZ. Quincy,
what's up, man?
Welcome to the
what's up, man? Yeah, man. I don't care for the Cowboys, man, but they let me down today, man. I needed them to drop.
Hey, shout out to the Panthers. Shout out to the Panthers.
Dub, Quint's cousin finally pulled one out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the Falcons we got a tall task tomorrow, man. So we'll see. But real quick, I just want to say I missed most of the show, but I caught the last end of it. The whole notion of Democrats can't do something for black people because it'll piss off everybody else. I'm over it. I kind of think black people need to reject that notion because we see Democrats stand 10 toes down for folks who ain't even citizens of this country. They stand 10 toes down for Israel. They stand 10 toes and with their whole chest. The whole chest, and then suddenly when it comes time to do something for black people, they cower and they act like they can't do something for us because it'll piss off the white folks, as if they ain't already pissing off the racists by doing stuff for illegals and doing stuff for everybody else. So I think we need to reject that notion and shoot that down any and every time somebody bring it up, because at this point we can't afford it, man. We can't afford it. We seeing them do blatant stuff for everybody else. So that's all I wanted to say. Like I said, I caught the last end of it.
Hey, but Quincy, if they're still not going to do anything for us,
why we don't vote for them?
Yeah, I'm gonna say we should just abandon either way. Like whether it's intentional or whether it's an unintentional thing, they're not helping.
Right, and the biggest thing I keep telling everybody is more than just a vote. Black folks, we do phone banking. We volunteer to do phone banking for them. We work the polls for them. We pass out flyers. All these older black folks do this stuff for free, with not damn promise that they're gonna do something for us. So if we not just take away the vote, we take away all that other form of support that we do from every election, dude. Then they gotta come correct, because they take for granted like all the free labor that we do to help them get across the finish line. You know what I mean? Like they do all the donations. It's crazy how much free stuff we do for them, and then they act like they can't do something for us because it'll piss off racists. Like it's So that's all. That's all I want to say.
Let me ask you this. I'd love for you to tap into the main question. Shout out to Rail brought us this question. He said, which black leader has the best plan for black people? Who would you say?
Claude Anderson. But I know he's like a long in the tooth, and I hate to say it, but I think I don't think he's gonna be with us much longer. I actually do like Tariq Nasheed. I understand his history and all that stuff, but he do deliver when people put money up for his projects. He deliver the projects. So I actually do like a lot of what he's standing for because he's standing on mainly lineage based. Because this country is changing. It's going from black and white to they keep trying to say it's a country of immigrants. It's a country of immigrants where they're trying to move to ethnicities. And black folks seem to believe that when they want to move past white Americans, that don't include us too. Like no, they want to move past black Americans too.
Let me ask you this: what is Tariq's plan for black people?
His main deal, Johnny just said it. To the highest bidder. Our vote is to the highest bidder. Take a step back. We're not beholden. We don't owe anybody anything. Whoever come with the best deal, that's who we giving our votes to. And that's pretty much what everybody do. We the only people in this group that sit here and gift our votes to these other groups. I'm sorry, to the Democrats. We the main ones that just gift it to them. Everybody else sit back, negotiate. Because a lot of like what is it? Not like AIPAC or whatnot. I forgot the other name of the groups or whatnot. But other groups negotiate what they get from the politicians.
I guess I get what you're saying, but when we was kind of unpacking it a little bit, like so when you gave like Claude Anderson for example. Like he has like an economic, political, and like a communal strategy that's overarching, going to help black people, and he has like a strategy of how to get there, per se.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also included within that, and he kind of references Claude Anderson with the vote, be independent and go to the highest bidder. Mm-hmm. I think that's might be Claude Anderson's like what wording specifically. I guess I'm trying to understand like what is Tariq's. And TBI just joined us, so I'm sure maybe if who his favorite guy is, he can kind of talk about it. We getting a little feedback to Quincy. It's a little echo. Yeah, just fixed. But what is Tariq's plan? I guess if we're just trying to understand, like we understand, like shout out to Tariq. Tariq kind of is leaning more right now, but like I understand, like if the idea is still just to move right to push people center, that's cool. But what is his overall plan for black people empowerment inside America? Like how do we get from point A to Z inside his plan? Like I've always kind of struggled to understand that.
Okay, so the way I view Tariq is not that he is standing alone by himself, right? And this how I look at the ADOS movement, the FBA movement, and all the other different delegations. The ADOS movement is kind of like your political branch of the delineation movement. They the ones actually going out there trying to get legislation passed. They did a little bit over in California. They got stuff going on down over here in Georgia. They're more of like the political arm of the delineation movement. FBA is more like the cultural protection of the movement, trying to make sure that everybody's not like stealing our cultural IP, right? I'm just trying to just explain it.
I understand, but why do ADOS and FBA beef with each other then?
I could, long story short, man, and I saw all of this because I followed Yvette before she even popped off the ADOS. Long story short, they tried to, I think Tariq co-signed something. I can't remember what the Republican was, but the Republican said or said something that Tariq co-signed it, which it was something like for black people, right? But because he was a Republican and ADOS was real sensitive about being viewed as right-wing, Yvette and Tone jumped out there and said, no, ADOS don't stand for that. ADOS don't do this, right? This, that, and the other, right? But then it was like, hold on. ADOS is just a lineage. Like you can't tell us as a lineage who we stand for. We're just individuals, because if that's the route you're taking, then different from the Roland Martins of the world, who try to tell black folks who we should vote for, right? So that's when the beef started when they jumped out there and tried to say, well, ADOS don't do this and don't do that, and we don't vote for it and we don't follow this. And then Tariq was like, he was pretty much saying, no, if it's a lineage, you can't speak up and tell what a lineage does or don't do. You know what I mean? We're free to do what we want to do. And that's when the whole thing splits.
No, and I get that. I guess you presented it as like working parts that like are working kind of together. And that was my only question to that. I understand what you're saying. I guess I'm just like I'm just questioning how are these parts working together when they're actively beefing. But that's a different story, and I'll let you keep. But nonetheless, you said Tariq, and FBA. You was explaining the A to Z part, like how they gonna get black people from here to there.
Okay. So the way I look at I don't think Tariq is a leader, is a political leader, right?
Okay.
I think he's more of a cultural leader within the delineation movement, right? Now, a lot of what he does follow is the Claude Anderson approach, is Neely Fuller. He always mentions Neely Fuller or whatnot. So I would say that he per se has a plan for Black America more than anything. I think it's more of defending what we have and kind of cleaning up the mess that honestly that Pan-Africanism has kind of caused with all the confusion about us, our culture, and our history and all that stuff. Like that's honestly where most of his energy is kind of pushed towards, like cleaning up, like the whole hip hop, Jamaican started hip hop. That's been a lie, you know what I mean? And it's more like he put out the documentary to clear that up. Like he's more like cleaning up this mess of all these lies and mistruths that's kind of been out there about our culture. And if anything, that's where most of his energy is gone. It hasn't really been in the political sector.
Gotcha. So it sounds like you just resonate with like his message for Black people. Culturally and like the whole push for the delineation movement. Quincy, we appreciate you calling, and we're gonna bring up our brother TBI. TBI, talk.
Stay up, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, bro.
TBI, what up? Big Dubs. How Jameis Winston eat the dub? Talk to us.
Cool. That's cool. Y'all, we gonna bounce back. Y'all check us out tomorrow. We prime time, so y'all check that out.
It sounds cute.
Who y'all playing?
We playing the Bills.
L
BTA.
L.
We'll see.
All right, talk to us. Who's your favorite Black leader, or who do you believe has the best? Which Black leader has the best plan for Black America?
So I look at it a little different. I think as a people and as a community, it's like different facets. I think as like Black people, we've been trained to like look for like one leader. And I think that's kind of hindered us because it's like I think certain leaders have certain skill sets and things that they focus on that they should handle. Like with Claude Anderson, he's worked inside the government and held different leadership positions, so he understands the government. So I think he would be good for that specific area of our community. I feel like how Quincy was saying, like Tariq, he's more of a cultural, and I think delineation is a key part to our community moving forward, because I think in the past we didn't let a lot of people kind of come under the umbrella of Black America, but they had their own, I guess, focuses, like where they have their different homelands that they're focusing on instead of just focusing on America. They're focusing on taking from America when this is our homeland. We're focused on building America. So I think what Tariq brings is a key component as far as culture and defining our identity. And I think Claude Anderson, if you listen to Rick, he mentioned that he got the term. He just kind of added on to it because the term, I think Claude Anderson used to say Native Black Americans. And Tariq was saying like, hey, that's a little confusing because people might think Indians or like it's a little bit more confusing, but foundational Black American is a clear term that identifies a specific group of people. So I think you have to carve out your people, and then you can build all these other things as far as financial, different things that the community needs on top of that. So I don't look at it as one person has the best plan. I think you need people that are experts in their field, and you come together and kind of make a board or a team, and everybody execute that way. So
it sounds like for what, and just like what Quincy just said, it sounds like they have to be on the same page then.
Yeah. I think with ADOS, that started off like it started like as far as like people delineating, but they started to take it more of, hey, we need to vote down Democrats. Like what? That doesn't make sense. It's like we have to stay independent. It's like, what is the Democrats giving us? So I think when we're saying like, hey, they're beefing, it's like if people take a different direction, you got to step away from them. I think that's what happened with ADOS. They seemed like they were fully committed to the Democrats when we're like, hey, we've been doing it for a long time. We need to step back and actually ask for something. So yeah, I think that's what happened with that.
So really quickly, we appreciate you calling in. You called up to the show. Do you mind if we take it to the Discord really quickly? Hey TBI, tell me what are the acceptable black hairstyles for black women?
What?
I think, no, see, I think black women can wear various hairstyles, and I think it's depending because I just have the background of understanding like how black women's hair reacts to certain conditions. So in the summertime, they might wear like more protective styles like weaves, or sometimes some of them might throw on a wig or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then in the wintertime, when it's less humid, they might wear their natural hair. That's what my wife does. So it's like, I get it. But this whole thing, like where people saying like black women can't wear weaves because of this and that, if you don't have the understanding of their hair, that's kind of like an ignorant perspective to have. So that's how I look at it.
You sound like an outsider, right? I get you. It's roses and mites. I get it. Hey, that's an insider from earlier in the show. But TB, I appreciate you calling up, brother.
You,
yes, sir. So I guess
hey, shout out to all the weave.
You got a couple more. Huh?
Say shout out to all the weave out there too.
You like a nice weave.
If it's executed well.
Hey, okay.
Go ahead for it, man.
Yeah, solid executed weave.
Like nice weave.
Yeah, if it's executed right, yeah.
Let's make sure.
Let's see if they can hear it. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, let us know if y'all can. If he'll play back this a little bit and let us know if y'all can hear it.
Let's see if they. Could y'all hear that?
Talk to us, chat. What?
Can't hear.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Sound like we talking.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Memes is a dub.
I guess we're gonna get through all 3 questions today.
What is that? Hour and a half at now?
Yeah, it looked like about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
All right, so nonetheless, I guess I'll throw to the conversation that I tossed into the chat. It kind of is based off of, it's a branch off of the Aisha Curry conversation that we had on Wednesday. And
what was it said to me? Oh no, I'll watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, I guess like some of this does speak to the sentiment in general. And like as I was listening to the dialogue, what I started to take and understand is that like there's a point where I'm asking like, do y'all care if she even like is just telling the truth? Right? And it's like, nah, that shit ain't like politically correct. It'll make Steph look bad. It's the greatest. Shut up, because he a superstar. You know what I mean? And that's when like and kind of walking into it, I already kind of had the sentiment just because of shout out real. I was watching their pod on like it's every Saturday, 8:00. Who you talking to? Make sure that y'all tapping out. I was tapped in. Shout out to the family. Mom Dukes was here. All my brothers and sisters was here. We actually had it on in there. I was in here with it over here, and QJ was asking questions about it. It was just listen. Like if you want to listen to the To Be Fair show, if you want to listen to who you talking to, if you want to listen to Unpack with all your family, sometimes we say the word nigga. Sometimes we cuss, but every time we're giving real opinions. For sure. But saying that to say, I heard that you gave a take. I thought me and you was gonna get in here and argue, but you actually sat and watched the full interview.
Yeah, I watched the whole hour and 10, I think it was.
But a lot of people only listen to like a snippet, and then, but even in the snippet, it's so weird that people just hear what they want to hear. They don't even hear like what's said, and because of like they don't hear what's said, like you can tell that a lot of people are projecting their feelings about either A, if they were Steph, or B, if you're a woman, if they was getting saved. But that's a derail to where I want to get to.
What exactly did she say?
All right, so
the interview.
Yeah. So the part that's going viral would be
it was literally the first thing that she said on the podcast. Period. Did you notice that?
Oh, I hadn't watched the entire
very
thing.
First thing she said.
She said, call her daddy chick was like, so have you always wanted to be?
Yes, that was the first thing that was said.
Basically, literally bring up the thing that she said like a year or so ago.
No, not that. They did that afterwards.
They did that.
But in essence, the caller daddy chick, she was like, so have you always wanted to be a wife and have a bunch of kids?
Oh, okay.
And her answer was like, no, I didn't always want to be. I didn't always want to be a wife, have kids. I wasn't somebody that, as a girl, like fantasized about the wedding dress or anything like that. Like I seen myself when I was younger as being like a career woman, having a bunch of things going on, and
she was also acting during that time too. So she was actively acting and pursuing that dream to be an actor.
But then she had a child and she pretty much fell in love with her children.
Yeah, like she became a mom. And at no point does she ever say that she hates being any of those things, or that like she doesn't want to be with Steph.
I already know how people take it because I think
she and interesting enough. Like I just thought it was like I'll just throw to my question and then I can unpack more of my thoughts as we get into it. But my main takeaway from the whole entire conversation is, as men, do we actually care what women say? What is y'all thoughts? Like I think that we're in an interesting space. To me, like this dialogue to me showed me that if I was a stripper nuts and bolts, to me it just sounded like she said, "Hey, when I was younger, I had different dreams, and now that I'm older, sometimes I look back and be like, dang, what happened to that girl that had those dreams?" And I'm still trying to find my identity. That was kind of like the overarching thing that it seemed like she said, in which I could imagine. And if you talk to a bunch of moms, you hear them say this, where like
and
moms
she got married at 20, had the baby 3 months after the marriage,
right? And you'll hear moms. This is moms before even you get married. They'll speak about how when they have a kid, like that overcompensates like their life, 100%. But then in a marriage, like that can like imagine a kid and then like your husband, like damn, where's the you time to it?
Yeah.
And with her, imagine then having a kid, having a husband which everything that you do is identified to him also. Yeah. And then like just being somebody like, hey, like I kind of wanted to go out and like make my own like worth as a human being. And sometimes I wonder like, what is my identity? Because of not that I'm ungrateful for these things, but like I haven't specifically, like I don't feel like I fulfilled what I thought was my worth. I thought that was fair.
And the thing is that like to the thing that was I wanted to keep on magnifying on our show last night about it was the fact that she was so young.
Yes, this is like they got together at 17 or something like that and got married at like 20, 21 or something like that.
21 or 22, she said.
Yeah.
And it's you also have to think, because most of the people that's talking, number one, ain't married. Mm-hmm. And number two, they've been in the streets for a long time.
And their whole dream was to be saved.
Right.
And a lot of niggas is like, if I get a female right now, she better shut the fuck up. Yeah. And like it's different if like you was with that woman since 17 years old.
Yeah. It's completely
like she like nobody knew coming out of Charlotte Latin that Steph Curry was gonna be Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm. Say he wanted. He said the whole time he was saying he wanted to coach.
He wanted to listen. We done had guys on the, like NBA players here that like shout out to Open Gym. I do Open Gym on every other Saturday. Like shout out Anthony Morrow. Like, and a lot of the guys like they've been on AAU teams where Steph wasn't the guy. Like imagine your dad starting the AAU program, and then you having to leave that program so you can get some run.
Damn.
That was Steph Curry. You know what I mean? And like Steph wasn't always the guy. Yeah, and like it was a walk through it. So like And I mean, I'm sure like if he was in high school as like the star player at Charlotte Latin, he probably was popular in school. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure like that's his own different thing. But there was no like guarantee that he was going to be what he is right now.
Right.
If you got LeBron in high school, he was going to be LeBron. Steph Curry, he went to a mid-major. Wasn't even guaranteed a tournament slot. He just got lucky and put 30 on Duke head.
Bro, that was
bro, we done won 2 championships.
I was wondering why you looked at me like that. Then it was apparent.
but yeah. So like they were literally just out here getting shit together, and then boom, he dropped 30 on Duke head in the NCAA.
Oklahoma also.
Yeah, in the NCAA tournament, and now he got traction. Now he a lottery pick. Now he's the fucking unanimous MVP.
Right.
You got kids, you got XYZ, and a lot of things get swept up in it. And to me, like I think that it's I understand the idea of what she said.
Yes.
But to me, what again I want to redirect back to. I don't know if like niggas actually care what women be thinking and saying. And so I'll toss it up to y'all. Do we actually care what women say, or do we just want them to say the politically correct thing?
I think we don't. We should.
Oh, okay.
Well, most men don't. I'm not gonna
try to pull yourself out of that.
I'm not gonna say. I said most.
Johnny cares.
I ain't saying where I'm at. I ain't saying where I'm at. But most men don't. They probably should. But I think the reason like men don't necessarily care is because like if you care too much, you could get your feelings hurt. Like if you put too much care into what that woman think, if it's not something that is beneficial to you or favorable to you,
Johnny, keep it inside the framework of what we're talking about.
We're talking about just like in the marriage part.
Like if you're married and with your wife, or like what not as wild as like what every woman thinks.
I did want to clarify too. I was trying to.
Not as wild as like what every woman thinks.
With your wife or your partner.
Like, more times than like let's just go with somebody that's important inside your life.
The women in your life.
The women in your life.
Oh, I definitely care about what they think.
And then like I think there's more men.
I think more men actually care about what their wife thinks and their partner, for sure. I don't think it's all, but I think it's more men. But I think there's a few that don't. I definitely think there's a few that don't necessarily care what their wife think. Especially depending on how their marriage is set up. I think there are some setups that can give the guy more of an advantage not to care. I think there are some where it's, you should care what your partner think though. But I don't think all guys do though. It's probably 60-40.
Oh no, I care. She be cooking me dinner too.
I care. But I don't think all men care about what they women think.
Oh, no, I don't.
Majority.
Yeah, I don't think that the majority of men, and this is what I was listening to when I was seeing it, like what they honestly think. They sometimes it sounds like guys, we care what we want them to say, and like that's the what's her name, Aisha Curry's thing. Where she gave like a real opinion. Hey, I had dreams before me and like when I was younger, and I am grateful that like he's a superstar XYZ, but there's a space where I wanted to chase my dream, and like sometimes I wonder the what if of that, if I wasn't always identified as him. And I think that that's a fair, you can agree or disagree with it. But I think that that's that's a fair opinion for.
And I would definitely say she had that discussion with her husband before she went on the show and said it. That he was okay.
Well, she said that too.
Yeah, so it's like if he's cool with that and they've had that discussion and he understands it, I don't understand why people be up in their business like that. Like
the thing is that like he would have known without her even having to sit and say it to her. He was there.
He's definitely thought about it.
He saw her give up her career to be a mom and a wife. He saw that. And I'm sure he appreciates the shit out of it.
They done probably got in a fight, and she done probably even.
That done came out.
She probably slipped. I could have been such and such.
See, the thing is, what we'll find is that I think that if you are a married man and you watch that whole thing, you don't feel anything like those single men feel.
Well, I don't know, because G was mad. I was like, damn.
I wasn't mad.
Did he watch the whole thing?
I don't think he watched the whole thing.
See,
what was the word that he was using? He was using a certain word.
Was it resignate? No, that's what she said about him.
She said that about him. she said that she sound like her statement was, damn.
He doesn't resonate with me.
No. That's what she said. No, that's what she said about Steph. With
he kept using the word.
He kept using a word that kind of means like she was speaking like out of character for like what is good for her inside her place in society. I can't. Damn it. The nigga said it 1,000 times.
Honestly, when I was listening to it full form, I can't remember that word she was using, but when I listened to the whole interview, I think she was speaking relative to a specific question. It was coming off of a specific question.
Yeah, it's probably the same word. Damn it, chat. If y'all in there, throw it in there. G said it 1,000 times. Me, him, and Johnny and A Black argued about it. I can't remember what the word is.
Yeah, because he wasn't the one that was A Black. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm thinking about what A Black said now too.
Yeah, to me, when I
they said they didn't disagree with what she said. They just said it. It sounded
tone deaf.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. It was tone deaf. Okay. Yeah, they said it sounded tone deaf, and I was like,
niggas be wanting you to get up there and be a robot. Why not? Why can't people just tell the truth? What about the truth?
And that's what I was saying is that
I feel like, and I actually like the question the way we thought you was asking it at first, where it's just like, do men care what women?
Oh no, we can start broad and then like silo it.
Because it's like when we get to the broad spectrum of things, that's where I think it's like why that. And I mean, and to some degree, like what Johnny was saying, if you go around caring what every woman think,
not every woman.
You can't care what every woman think, but like the women that are in your life that are like your so-called friends or your family members and everything, I definitely think you should be listening to what they're saying or get your edge. Like the same way we want to be heard. Like we want them to care about what we saying. So I think for men, that's very important that like, especially like you choosing a wife or something, you want your wife definitely to listen to what you say and care about what you got to say. So I think in order to really like, you have to give that back too. Like, I don't think you really get anything without giving it back in life. You got to give that back also.
Well, like, how would you even end up married if you didn't care about what your lady thinks?
Like, there's people who do though.
Bro, how high is the divorce rate? What are we talking about?
Well, but why would you even ask? I'm just saying, like, to even ask somebody to get married, you don't care what you think. Like, that just sounds crazy to me.
Some people like doing it for control.
To me,
like,
it sounds
you have women. There's
are you talking about like if you would do it or does this happen?
So I'm saying I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying it sounds crazy to marry somebody that you don't care what they think. That sounds crazy.
There are a lot of look away. Like
that's the people that just marry somebody because they look away.
Yeah,
they look away or they provide something that they want. Like you can have a woman who is just
and that goes both. That's not even like
she's quiet. But she cooks every time you say. She do everything you say because she's scared of you. It's men who are out there like that.
Well, I think that like that concept it flips both ways. I think that there's women that like because of what a guy is providing, they don't care what he look like, what he say, what his like ideology, any of that shit is. As long as I can live in my creature comfort, I can be okay. True. There's guys that if she look good enough, and sometimes she ain't even gotta shut the fuck up. She just look good enough, I'm gonna marry her. And then like you can go down the line from there, and that's his own thing. But then it's like mad people that I just don't think to answer your question in two different ways. Like I think that is a bunch of guys that don't want to hear the truth of whatever their woman feels. Like if she's actually saying like I don't feel like I have an identity behind like being a mother and being a wife. A lot of guys, especially if they just paying all the bills and doing everything, they're gonna be like, "What? You got everything provided for you. Like you should be happy." And I think that that's an uncomfortable conversation, and that's like the conversation that's being put in Front Street right here. Is that like sometimes maybe women might want more. Some women might
always.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Listen, I'm cool.
Sometimes they always want more.
And I'm cool with that. And I think that like there's the space as guys is that it's like, hey, if we do provide this, that, and the third, shut the fuck up and everything should be cool. But it's not like how actual humans work. But a lot of people don't want to actually hear that and hear that conversation. Tone, I'm sure the chats, they probably on my ass. What we talking about?
They're not on your ass. Let's see.
What did he?
Why do we even worry about? These modern women are crazy. She hit the lotto and married a man with 9 figures. Most women would trade places with her.
Yeah, I think a lot of women post doing that would, but like I think it's a difference. As Real said, like they was together young. They was together before anyone hit a thing.
Yeah.
So the investment in each other had nothing to do with it. I think that
like
this comparison
too.
Say it again.
Sound like she probably was a virgin too.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, the way she was telling the story, like how that thing, how timid she was and all that stuff.
Yeah,
he probably got him a virgin one too.
Yeah, but the thing is, she would have been with him even if he wouldn't have been successful, and that's the whole.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and like that's different than if a guy is $9 million up and you come in to be a housewife.
Yeah,
like or basketball wife. You want to live the lifestyle, and I think that we have to sparse those two different things because of like
that's facts.
I'm not going to treat my wife any different if I just go and hit the lottery tomorrow. And I'm up like 900 billion. Now it's like, shut the fuck up. It's like, bro, that's crazy.
Rocking with you when you didn't have it. Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, I think that those are different standards. If I was 900 up and you came, it's different rules. We come in different rules.
Hey, you got to get with the program. I 900 million. I got a program.
Yeah, so got a
program when you got 900 million. But I think like when you come in does matter in these conversations.
He got a wife who he know would have held him down regardless. That's the main thing. Like, it's
and that's the woman you supposed to. Yeah. That's the woman that like all these rich dudes who just got the bed. That's what they really want.
Yeah, they
want the woman who done been with them.
You got to think about it, but it's so hard to find that though. It's so you got to imagine being a guy like that.
But honestly, I think that's why a lot of people hating on that shit more than anything else is because they do got something that's so solid. And like Cam said, you can't find nothing against Curry. You can't find nothing against Steph. So what you got to do? You got to try to attack his relationship, even though it's something that most of us would trade places with. Most of us want that woman that held us down from 17, held us. Man, she had him, bro. It's a 2-star. She held him down.
Bro, it's what it is that we don't. That's what we want. Most of us do not understand it. We can't relate in any way to it. Can't relate in any way. You know what I mean? Like this is the story of like, and then I loved it. Honestly, I felt like she's now my favorite celebrity wife.
Ooh, you went that far.
Yeah, I went that far.
Okay,
I ain't really seen too many.
I would say like favorite out of who though?
He said celebrity wives, but so talk to us about So you watched the full interview, right? Yes. What would you take away from it?
My takeaway was it was her truth. And then like I got married young too. So I can kind of understand what it's like to be 20 years old getting married and be, you know what I mean? And be down the line with what, 15 years.
Yeah.
And of course, my wife would tell you that she didn't think her life was going to end up this way. And I would feel the same way. It's selfish. You just know concept. That. Like, it's fucking, it just makes sense.
Bro, if you ask me right now, like, do I think right now I'd be inside the scenario that I'm in right now? No.
I don't think nobody
I said I was going to be a rich basketball player doing shit. That's what I said I was going to be. No, nigga, it's different. What we talking
it's
about?
Crazy. That, and
my bad. Like, let's get here real quick, like, because this was another conversation we had on Unpack. Do you think that she said anything that was out of bounds for a wife to say on the podcast?
I don't think so.
I said that same thing, and what I also said, like I said, I know a lot of people that like it's a lot of husbands that get on podcasts and be dragging.
Yeah,
and like they say a lot of shit that's way worse than what she said. Like shout out real. Like what was it one time you say miserable is coming, and that's like the framework of like the whole entire like you got to go through some ups and downs. That's way worse to say. Hey, I used to not want to be a wife. To me, it's like, and that's what I don't understand. Is like, are y'all more upset because it's just a woman expressing with like a POV?
But I think we starting to get like we want to be victims, bro.
Victim.
Men, it's something that's transitioning with us right now that we want to be victims.
Say, but niggas like
we want to be victims. We want to feel bad about some shit. You know what I mean? Like, because that was a Stretch Armstrong to me. I understood the Jada Pinkett. That be her screech.
She gotta get it out of here. We also don't side with Jada.
Yeah, the Remy Ma Jones, like
what was the
Remy Ma with the papoose Jones?
I don't know what happened with that.
Oh yeah. No, she cheated on him with the doggone battle rap guy.
Now she just
papoose battle the niggas or something.
I know.
I think he hit him.
Oh, he beat him up. Okay,
but what he looked like the Chat GPT version of himself.
Yeah.
Like it look wild. It's like
that's what it was. Yeah, he did look.
Yeah, my man.
she AI'd him.
My man Papoose had on some felines the other day. They caught a picture of my boy in the felines.
Was it like the dope boy feline?
No,
It was hurt feline.
It was bad.
I ain't seen a pair of felines in the store.
I'm like, where the fuck did he get them Jones?
I don't think Payless carry felines no more.
Was he in Atlanta?
No, it was just a picture. It was
okay.
him and Clarissa.
Okay.
TBI said, I think you might change Q with 900 million.
I don't think so. Like, because like, and again, like I said, everything matters when it comes down to when it started. So, for example, like this is like a very minute scale, but I think like these things play a part inside. Like I think character plays a part no matter like how much money or how little money you have. Like leverage, whenever you have power and leverage, you can see the character of a person.
Oh, 100%.
And like, so for me, like there was a time where like I had a little buzz in the city, right? And my main thing was like, I want to find a woman that actually likes me for me. Like there's a bunch of females that like will throw you a bunch of attention because of like you're up, you're popping, you're in front of a couple people that's you know what I mean? Like it's like the little fake popularity shit. But to me, every time I could ever think of making it big and blowing and getting whatever, I always was like, this is the short list of females that I would actually fuck with. And it's because of they knew me beforehand and I don't have to worry about anything. Like I know that this is genuine. And like niggas get 90 million and forget the value of genuine. And like
authenticity.
Authenticity. And at that point, you're gonna live the rest of your life with a bunch of people with your hands out, with their hands out. And like
sound miserable.
And the trip part, people don't even want as much as they really be thinking they want sometimes. Because it'd be like, once you get it, what you gonna do?
Because 90 million is way more.
That's a lot.
90 million is way more than you need.
James,
I got a question.
900 million, goodness.
I got a question for y'all. Just because we were talking about like it'd be niggas that go on podcasts and be dragging. I want to flip the question. I'm doing on my Trump shit on the hands, but do we think women care what men think?
Do we think women care what men think? I don't know who think that.
You don't think?
I don't think they give a fuck.
Okay.
I don't think they give a fuck. I don't see where they giving the fuck at. Where is that happening at?
That's another one of them. Like, I think my woman cares what I think.
But we ain't talking about
like in general.
Of course,
I'm talking in general. I'm talking about in general first. In general first.
No, they don't care, bro.
They say it all the time. Oh, I don't care what a nigga think.
in general, I don't know. I guess it's so hard. I don't know. I haven't really. I haven't really thought about that.
You see how
because I think it's similar.
Did you see a sundress this sundress season?
Dang.
They don't give a fuck what we think. We've been saying we love the sundress.
Yeah, I did.
You barely saw a sundress.
You right.
They don't give a fuck.
I ain't see a sundress. I ain't see a jumper. I feel doggone.
A romper.
But I guess like if we were to steer it seriously, I guess like I imagine we're talking about inside a relationship and like when we voice our opinion, do they care? Right? Not explicitly like what they wear and how they look, because I don't know if like I think that's probably like a fair vice versa. I'm
still gonna say no.
But even in relationships, do you think it's a similar
care what people say? You can't be the master goddamn dodgeball king, queen, and actually care what the people that's talking to you think.
I guess. But I think that niggas dodge accountability.
But we ain't talking about niggas right now. We talking about women. The question was, do the women care what like, we think?
I got you. And my the point that I was saying is I think that it's fairly equal inside that. I don't think that you were saying like master dodge. I think that like it's fairly equal. I think that like it's more of a human trait than it is like a sex trait. But if we're speaking about like, do they care in a sense of, because again, I'm like, I don't have like a defined perspective on this, and I'm kind of thinking through it as we talk through it. But like, so are we talking about in a relationship and somebody voices like a negative opinion? Do they care about it? That's kind of
that's where like if it was vice versa, if it was Steph on the podcast and he was saying something,
but that's bad because she has to care because it's such a leverage.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
But now I guess we have to put it at like equal standing at some point, and then I guess I think that nobody really cares what the other person's talking about. That's probably where I'll land at with that. Like if we're putting it at equal footing and it's not a leverage play of like looks or money or anything like that. Because I don't think guys really care what women specifically say. And if it's like equal and both people are like
I don't agree. I disagree.
I think that
I disagree.
I think that
let me tell you why I disagree.
Because
I believe that men have evolved much more than women have been evolving in this other, because women are evolving in what they want. Men are trying to be better fathers. We've heard them the outcry. We're trying the woman.
Are we trying to be better fathers for women or for the kids?
Yeah, I don't think that.
I don't think that has nothing to do with the women though. I think a lot of people being better fathers because of their relationship with their father, not necessarily your relationship with your woman.
But would y'all say men are trying to be better husbands?
I don't know that to be true.
I definitely think so. We're trying to soften up for them. All of this, the whole idea of the stoicism.
I guess
we're evolving and we're continuously trying to evolve to fit what it is that they're saying that they want.
And they pay bills because niggas don't make enough money to pay all the bills.
No, that's just but you're not doing that you're not doing this for me.
You are like if right now one income doesn't pay for a house, a wife, and a kid.
That's something that you have to do to survive.
Right, but
versus you making a decision to change.
No, but if traditionally that's not what it has been, you have evolved to do the thing.
So this is the thing. What I'm talking about is them evolving to our benefit, like to something that we're asking them to do. They're making more money because they wanted to make more money so that they can feel like the strong, independent, blah, blah, blah. They did that for the goddamn self. That's feminism and all that shit. They did that for their goddamn self. What I'm saying is, and as we've continued to evolve, us in this mental health and us trying to, we're literally evolving into the things that we're, the perception that our perception of what they want is.
How do we say that and then also say that niggas don't care what women say?
What do you...
you
just said that.
So you think that like this? Let's bring it back to Ayesha Curry.
Okay.
Do niggas care what women what women say and how they feel?
Dude, I said
we just seen through the internet that niggas don't give a fuck about it. But now are we walking it back and now you making a statement?
No, I'm not walking anything back.
All right, go ahead.
So what I'm saying is what I said was any man that had a wife knows that he has to listen and care about what.
But it was mad. It was at least two niggas with wives that was on it. Like I think everybody but me that had wives had the same opinion.
But then also I would want to know, did they watch the whole podcast? You said you weren't sure of that. So I would definitely say if you watch the whole podcast and you actually have a wife and you actually, you know what I mean, trying to, if you're trying to make this thing work, your ass you care what women think. You care what your old lady.
Do you think most men care what their lady?
Bro, if you what the fuck do you?
You do or you don't? Like you just answer the question. So you do think that most men care in a marriage what their woman think?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so I thought it's not all. I thought most men probably don't necessarily care.
Yeah, I think most men do.
Most men don't necessarily. I think it's probably a lot that do, but I think it's probably like 40 that do, 60 that don't.
Women, so why do you what do you think the reasons are for like the majority of divorces?
Women fucking deciding they're no longer happy.
Oh, it's just like a pure woman thing. They don't voice nothing. And it's just
well, I mean, if we sit there and say if we say that we women know that they file like 87% of the divorces.
But I admit like an easy one would be like, oh damn, maybe she feels like she's not heard and unappreciated, and like that would be a thing. But you just think that like they just was like, I don't know when. Fuck it, I'm done with it.
Oh no.
Like so why do they initiate? Why do they feel the need to? They just like
I think
trying to take
advantage. Most divorces based on finances. I thought most were based on financial reasons.
Financial and infidelity are the two major, the two most common based on what the internet says.
Okay, so now, so you're saying it's financial and infidelity. That's what the internet. That is what the internet said. You were saying something different, so I'm trying to understand what
was I saying different than?
You said that women just be like women get the divorces because they up and feel like you just said it. I'm
like
tired of
it.
They tired of it.
Ready to move on to something else. Yeah.
And why do they want to move on to something else?
Most of the time, finances and infidelity.
Okay, all right. So let's look at. So finances would. All right, let's go with infidelity first, right?
Okay.
You don't care what she think if you're cheating. I can go with that.
I don't think those two things have anything to do with each other. I don't think those two things have anything to do with each other. Whether you care
and caring what your woman think got nothing to do with each other.
I don't believe that you can care what your woman.
Tone, what do you think? If you're cheating on your woman, do you care what she think about it?
No, it's not about it. See, now you just see. You see how you try to say
if you get caught, you gonna care what she thinks.
Okay, you don't care until you get caught.
Yeah, that's like.
Okay, see, but like niggas that really, look. So niggas that really care how they woman, what the woman be saying and how they feel, they be cheating on their women.
Nah, I would say that's not. Yeah, he really cheating like that. I mean, I understand stuff happens, but yeah.
Okay, so no, now we.
Could be some pussy right there.
When I thought you said cheating, you said cheating is like somebody that just has
so you just used the. I just took the stats you said. You said financial and
right.
Infidelity. So I just went with.
But now financial is different though, because that doesn't necessarily mean you don't care what she thinks just because you ain't got a bag.
No.
I don't believe the guy that cheats because it's. Man, I guess. Go ahead. We can.
I do think most people. I still personally think most men who are married care what their women think. Yeah, I do think that
they do.
I think most men who are married, like if we talking within relationships, I think most men do care what their.
Why is the divorce rate so high? Just because women just be up and just feeling away.
Well, the thing is, even like sometimes women do just be up and feeling away, and it's plenty of them who been coming out saying that. Like it's plenty of them who done came out and said, "Oh, I felt like my husband wasn't doing this and he wasn't doing this." But now that I'm single, I realize he was doing this, and I wish I would have stayed with my husband. It's a lot of women who say this stuff, so that does happen. Like,
and it be a lot of people that break up, that get divorces and get back married.
They do.
And I know a lot of people that done that. Like,
so sometimes I think
y'all know my story. Me and my wife said
outside of yeah.
I think sometimes what happens is people be wanting to be listened to in different ways, and the truth about it is that people listen to each other in the way that they want to be listened to for the most part. So it's like
that's facts.
Like that's really what's happening. So sometimes a woman might feel like she's not being heard because the man is listening in the way that he knows how to listen. And he is listening, but she's not feeling heard because she's not being heard in the way that she wants to be heard.
And vice versa. A lot of the times, and what it is too,
sometimes with communication,
just because I don't do what you said, don't mean I'm not listening.
And that's
the thing. You're just because you're all right. Whatever.
I think there's a lot of miscommunication that happens sometimes, where it's like you said, just because I'm not doing the exact thing you want, don't mean I'm not listening. But yeah, I think
if married men is like great communicators and they listeners and they care about what they want to say. Hey, listen, that's fire.
Cool. This is a good one.
It's fine.
What the comments say, Tone? See what the sentiment is there. I know Kofi said, "What the fuck?"
Kofi said, "Why are you with the person who you don't care what they think about or want?"
I said that exact same thing. Kofi.
Yeah, he's saying cute. I think that's so we got one on our side, Johnny.
Is that what? I think he just came in. Is like clear. So Kofi, to clarify what we're talking about the majority of people. Not specifically like, is that what we indulge in specifically by ourselves?
Juju Wright said, "Why is only the woman the fault? Why can't it be both ways?" When we discussing that?
Hey, y'all be never mind. I don't know her.
You guys sound like a bunch of men who believe in happy wife, happy life. And I don't think that. I think y'all.
Right. Shout out to thank you, I think that's an old head sentiment right there for sure.
Yeah, I don't think.
Happy
wife. What I can tell you is if she ain't happy, it's gonna be rough than a motherfucker. Miserable's damn show coming.
Now let me stop.
But my thing is like as a man, I gotta go home and live with that lady
for sure. That's why the fuck.
Why wouldn't I want her to be happy?
Hey, why wouldn't I want to listen?
Why wouldn't you listen?
I'm living with this lady, this whole person. If she's pissed off, guess what?
Everything fucked up.
It's gonna be a quiet house in this motherfucker.
Hopefully it's quiet. You walk around talking and shit, saying shit. You can hear this motherfucker from the other room and shit. No, bro, it get dark.
Y'all hear it, ladies? Happy wife.
Oh
Happy
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Listen to your old lady, fellas.
Yeah,
I like it.
All
I like
is,
it.
baby.
I'm an advocate for it. Like I listen to my old lady. I just don't think that most niggas listen to their old lady.
Hey, I don't know. I can only judge on my experience too, though. Like, like I'm like most of the guys. I'm around y'all. I see y'all most of the time. I know you listen to what your woman has to say. I know you listen to what your woman has to say. Most of the guys who I know listen to what their woman has to say.
Let's just take a walk down memory lane.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always cared what your woman said?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a maturity thing for
Man,
sure.
I ain't listen. Listen, that's what we about to cap.
I'm like,
That's what we about to cap. All right, listen. I can talk through like that. Like, there's times that in one ear, out the other, and I'm gonna keep doing.
Oh, you talk about in the literal sense of everyday living. Like, do you? Okay.
Bruh,
I get it. I get it. But you know the difference between the stuff that you got to listen to and the stuff that's like
to me. And
yeah,
I heard it.
No, I feel you.
I heard it. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I've
been hearing about under the sink for the longest. Like, I be fixing stuff, but I'm not a plumber. But my girl keep talking to me about like it's still getting wet under the sink. Well, why ain't you call somebody?
Hey, pause.
That's not a pause. That's
what
we want.
Like,
we want it to be wet up under there.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Play.
Yeah, so either way though, she's still talking.
Button.
You know, it's still leaking under the sink. Man, you done messed up. But it's like I don't actually fix that stuff.
You be like, oh, it is, babe. Next time she say that.
Hey, bro, every time
Get that right off. Wait a minute.
You like, oh, I know it is, babe.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm terrible, bro. Every time she asks me what I want to eat.
Oh, here you go. Look at him.
Oh, it don't even matter. It'd be like,
what do you say?
Oh boy, that's hilarious.
As long as you sit around and listen to her, you go to be hen-packed, man. Hen-packed.
Hey, listen. Shout out to the FBAs. The FBAs don't listen to them.
He said it's so easy to fix the sink now. You got to understand. I be fixing everything in the house.
They
all the FBA guys I know they ain't listen to their women. That's
and they
all
single.
All my
and
FBAs.
They single or they capping.
Shout out to my FBAs, bro.
Single or they capping.
TBI got a wife.
Hey, I seen TBI say. TBI said earlier, I think you should listen to your wife. I was like, oh yeah, she got there watching.
She was standing right behind the set.
Happy wife, happy life.
So you think? So how about this? So y'all think that niggas just get on the internet and cap?
Facts.
Oh, okay, they be listening and caring what their wife say, but they just be capping.
Hey, that's how you not listening and not
when
caring.
you broke it down to the everyday thing, I get the exact thing that you're saying.
Oh no, you talking about
what's everyday living? It's hard to care every day.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, like that, but like we be like you can have them like. Listen, I done been in relationships where the talk is annoying. I don't want to hear about your feelings.
I don't even care what you talking about.
We gotta do it. God damn it, man. I know I'm not the only one.
I can think about one.
You're just talking about an annoying person, though, probably.
No,
like I can think of one specific subject. I'll tell y'all afterwards. But I can think of one specific subject. Me and my girl did not agree on, and I do not care what she got to say about it. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like,
hey, you hate when that motherfucking topic come up.
Yeah, you like, man, don't even talk to me about this. Like,
you know what that's called, guys?
What?
Boundaries.
Okay.
Picking your battles.
That's called boundaries. Told us,
he said his
boundaries. He spelled out he had a boundary.
Yeah, she got hers too, because she can fill the house up with plants.
Hey, the ladies gotta respect boundaries.
Like I'm like, babe, we got too many plants. She don't care. She's gonna still get more plants. So I just got to deal with plants.
Oh, that'd be the worst when you go in somewhere and it's another stop. Oh yeah, what about this?
Bro, we be stopping in Rock Hill. You know Cherry Road.
Cherry Road got all
them plants.
All the stuff.
All like
she picking out. Oh shit, let's go.
It's one of her favorite stores, bro. Like, yeah,
which one?
On Cherry Road.
Hey, listen,
Wilson's and it's the other one. Both of them. We go to both of them.
All this.
Hey, listen, this is shout out to Tone. Like y'all do that's fine. Hey guys, this is just a little tip. Make your life easier, less stressful as a guy. Like y'all can easily split up some of them errands. I don't advise you to go on errands with your old lady.
Mine actually cool. I don't be minding.
Hey, well, me and my old lady don't do a lot of that shit. We'll do a lot of that.
Y'all do your own separate errands. That's cool.
Yeah,
I send her certain stuff by herself.
Yeah.
I send her certain stuff by herself because she make me drive everywhere.
I don't want to just be sitting around, walking around the store like a boy. I'm all right.
Yeah,
my girl don't like to shop that much, so it work out.
That is the worst.
It works out. She'll be in the grocery store for 2 hours.
That's annoying.
You
want to really start a fight in a relationship? Go shopping together.
Yeah,
that's just fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Nah, I go.
Right,
but you know my wife was when I used to go. This was the thing that would get me. Love you, fat. Happy wife, happy life.
Let me put it on him.
She used to do is like, you know, like we obviously get the same brand of this shit every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's no need of looking at these other ones. There's no need of looking at that.
You added 2 minutes.
Ain't no every time we go to it. I'm just checking out.
Ain't no need looking at nothing more expensive.
We getting the $4 bottle.
Right. Why you over here at the $6 and $7 you gonna pop their hand like a little toddler, boy. Put that shit back.
Nah, that's good.
What we got, Tone? I think we about rapping.
Yeah, it's about 2:16, 19.
Yeah, see what the chat look like.
Yeah, read them off for me.
Yeah, we can get out of there.
Read that one. It's so easy to fix the sink now because it's PVC. You guys are just lazy.
No, that is easy to fix though, Tone.
Yeah, I do gotta I just didn't know nothing about it. I've been working on cars. I ain't been working in the house on PVC pipes.
Yeah, that's
learning
actually fire, bro. Like it's super simple.
What?
Plumbing is one of the more simple, like when you say like HVAC. Plumbing is the one that I would go into, cause that HVAC, that shit, man.
Plumbing just could be nasty though, under sinks and shit.
I wouldn't go into somebody's
or toilets,
toilets, bro.
Yeah, like toilets.
You gotta go and get that.
Have y'all replaced the toilet?
That's the hardest part about plumbing is dealing with toilets.
Hold on, wait, hey fellas. What was that word you used?
I said hardest.
Hard. Okay, that's a hard job. That's a hard job.
Yeah, that one is.
I
ain't trying to dig in nobody's shitty ass.
No, I never had.
It's not a fun job necessarily.
I could imagine.
It's not as hard.
It's not as hard. It's not as bad as what you would think is happening, but it's just like it's still like
not fun.
Yeah,
I understand.
You know, it's actually very, very simple.
Yeah,
so it's not hard.
It's not hard.
It's not. Yeah, well, if you know what to do, I'm gonna say that. I think like hard is partially relative to your expertise in something. So like if you actually is good at it and you just like, you know, it's some people who get out there and they just naturally just do shit like they can just sit there and slam rocks and all that easily. And there's some people like
slam rocks.
I was playing my sledgehammer deconstruction. That's what I got. But yeah, you know, it's some people who can just get out there and swing a hammer and ain't nothing for them. Like that's their level of expertise. They just good at it. I'm gonna finish going through these though. If you think your wife doesn't need to be happy, you must be single eating Hungry Man dinners.
Or spaghetti.
I like my plates.
Say it again, Johnny.
Or spaghetti. But no.
What's next?
I've been stopped shopping with her because I don't think most women even know how to shop correctly.
All right, see. I don't say shit like that.
That's why you got to go to make sure. That's the reason you
Uncle
do
real old head. Listen, a fire episode would just be old head senior and in the building.
Oh yeah,
and then just all of
we gotta get them together anyway. Cause
that shit would be hilarious.
Yeah, we gotta get them together.
Kobe said, "Yep, my wife hates it when I say split up to do shopping."
I ain't interested.
Yeah, my wife just go with the card. I ain't going.
Yeah,
just go with the card.
Let us know.
Just let me know when you get out there. I'll bring them in.
Women be running errands. I'm okay with it. I ain't okay.
Women be talking.
Right. Women be running errands.
Well, shit, y'all boys got any last words?
Oh, it was fun.
Nah.
Tone, you good?
Nah, I'm good, bro.
Hey, we appreciate the chat. Quincy, TBI, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Before we get up out of here, I'll tell y'all, hit the like button.
Please.
Subscribe.
Please.
Leave us a comment.
Can I stop you really quickly, Johnny? We ain't got sound effects, but right now we'll drop a bomb in the air horn. I heard that we got something coming up in December.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
we giving them the name.
It ain't the bootleg TV network, but we got the Tubies.
We got Tubies.
It's OTW. The Tubi Fair Show will be presenting a award show coming at the end of the year. Shout out to all the guests that have been here. Shout out to all our adjacent podcasts, Unpack, who you talking to. Like we're gonna present some awards that deal with some of the topics we talk about. An award that talks about some of the good and bad takes that we have, some of the memes that we present that y'all couldn't hear today. But
album of the year,
the music that we listen to, the first listens,
guest of the year,
guest of the year.
You, the viewer, might get.
I think like listen, chat. We're gonna have chatter of the year, call in of the year. And yeah, with that said, again, be tuned in for more information. We're looking to bring this to y'all live. If y'all want to pull up to us, a live studio audience. Again, I'm just putting a little bug in your ear. Be prepared. If you out of town, listen, December, ain't nobody working anyway. It's the holidays. Y'all gotta run off that PTO anyway, right? We got the Tubies coming. The first podcast award show. A fair show.
It's a fair award show.
A fair award show. The Tubies. All right, Johnny, back to you.
Oh yeah, y'all stay tuned. We'll be dropping more information in the next coming episodes. But y'all, we out of here. It's your boy Johnny P.
Old Head Real.
It's Q.
And we out.